While making the Valentine's Day special, I found a gang. Heard Tito's voice in the sky. I saw a Norte imitate Ryuhi. Still had arguments from my mom. Was buying basic shit that literally shows I'm a grown-ass man, like pizza from Mount Mike's, purple bag of chicken from Lucky's. Things that went hand in hand my workouts. I still smoking swings, but it was preparing for the day when they hit me with a car. It's the most beautiful feeling on the planet Earth. Literally, my mom was locked down. I knew literally if I went outside, literally the police would talk to her, but my ass Kutcher ass, my Adam Sandler ass, didn't know it could be for a different reason. They literally tested if I was gonna put myself in a situation, knowing that since light skin, literally that if I was gonna test to see was a woman versus me being a man, they compared me to a man when dead. I said no. Captain Crow said, "Hey, can't answer a phone call. Got the fuck out of here." My logic got her butchered, but her statement became stronger. But me calling them out for being gay became intergalactic. It was way worse than Kermit Socket, because what happened was they could hear their voices, they could feel the air of accents, and it started off with a foul piece of crip from Bojack. When the characters were dancing, I drew the characters so good, they looked like they were dancing. They were dancing eventually. You see what happened in 2021 was I played American Pie. On top of Snoop Dogg life from a party. So I couldn't lose the amount one, and it ended off for me pulling Uncle Tommy as American Dad. This year turned out so good. I denied that to the current times that you betrayed me. Because you're not morally straight, I have a backbone for what I want to do. See those black girls on the bus talking something. You be about what you say, and back up what you say, nobody can fuck with you. People try to fool you, literally say that if I back up what I say, immediately it comes from the insane asylum, was the only way for somebody to take you serious. And I ended up having a whole arc literally with Max. We went down the street and then watched South Park. I know what they're willing to do. They're willing to literally make an alternate world or time by literally control somebody else's me, knowing damn well he's probably a criminal in debt, 45 for life. And say, oh, I'm driving a car literally with my wife. Me and my wife been together for 7 years. I kept the job for 7 years. What are you talking about? Now when it comes to Harris movie riding the Great Sega Man, that's why I pushed Henry, because of sports, and I got rare photo scenes because nobody was in my way. And I think SM Mangaka like Akira Toriyama, Yoshio Tagashi, the guy who made Yu Hakusho, having a girl named Carmina, literally that's in Korea. Action continuity is a great idea for a manga artist. I did everything for Akira, and what you have to understand is you can't fool me, because when did my child get popular? 2020. I mean, as soon as it was the 2020s, I had a channel. It's been 5 years. I still haven't been able to see my son, but every single one of my neighbors were a fan. It got so bad that literally I couldn't view myself as a TV Gallagher anymore. I saw Jessie full pregnant in person because you didn't pay me, because I didn't check it for a schedule, because I had no consistency. I gave up on being the next version of Team D Delgado. Because the agony of literally watching Primo TV for boarding school, which is the exact reason why rich families stay away from public school, because of the misconceptions of gangs and people have been socializing ever since they've been 3 years old when it's really a gang. It's where we have schools where letting you spank it isn't allowed. It's implied because the people are super mature, and my mom says nothing, doesn't comprehend anything. You're posting the wrong thing. When you set me up for retarded lesbian cops, you have to recognize that somebody is having more advanced and mature transition, and you can't flip it because they're remaining materials. Not shout out to me playing Yu-Gi-Oh or anything. You know, upload that fucking video about wrestling, literally wrestling passing. How it's funny is one of the most monumental things that are funny. I live a year where I got work watching Christine with Ultimate Muscle. So I'm like, fuck you, literally. I had a fucking Dave Chappelle complex with my mom. Literally, I'm gonna say fucking face, I'm gonna say 2 things, I'm gonna whoop the gang's ass. I'm gonna hold on to society if you say something plain, literally, and then you know beat the gang's ass later. And we all got this argument because he told me to put on for black people. And with my mom and things like with Secret Kingsman, things like you should only hang around black people. She's talking about around the days when they were slaves, and that's the only way to understand her. I fucked her literally saying poker face, saying that Adam Sandler is still straightforward comedy. And then I fell for the multi-dimensional thing of Adam Sandler and why she can call it weird. Do you understand? You might as well get away with watching real fail. But that's the truth of the matter. So what happened, if you're paying attention, is 2021 led to 2022, which gave me the opportunity to say I was the man of the 2000s, but then 2023 I explained the game, and 2024 was one whole year of Chris Brown. By 2025, really, I thought I was going to get the career of platinum. Like, okay, so 5 years is more than enough to be established with Penguin Drum, because they're rhyming. I'm not talking about literally how NASA using with the Verizon Riley's barrel or anything. It looks like a burn on burns, really way more than that. The opportunity got diluted because I recognize that people like Skills Lily and everybody else are still dealing with the domestic violence of their family. They want to slur around, they want to help me. Lily and Rainy, the main girl that I was dancing with, Lily, I know her mom's right, Lily, because she looks just like her, Lily, and she's fucking, you know, barely 60 with some change, literally, and it's before 5, literally, she is right there roaring. That was a golden fucking retriever. What I did with them, I got that is Rick and Morty, because I did, save up a movie I wanted to make, The Illusionist. I had to recognize something, so what I did was I cut Cringe in half, literally, I let you know. I mastered the old world through and through, even sometimes using Sunny. Only that the old world is taken over and ran by sports. The reason why you can't get rid of Cringe, because I know what Cringe is, it's literally everything in the shape of the insane asylum, and you have to, escape using a form of samurai jacket. That's where the cops get their ammo. I revealed that my world has more detail, meaning that literally when it comes to movies, when it comes to making music, when it comes to everything, literally, it's 1,000 times more detail. Midnight was so fucked up in that fight at Alpha Omega. It wasn't even fucking funny. First of all, you're putting me in a homosexual situation like Kiss. You make me double imply that it comes to you with celebrities, including members of Kiss. Allow me to explain that it's something I could do in high school. Domestic violence progression. All that shit, literally, all that doesn't mean shit, literally. Uncle Tommy called me out for literally the fact that I was doing this, doing that, all ended in 8th grade, because the more literally I analyzed things, literally, Omar, those people were talking about me. And more to recognize, but I already cut it in half by saying that I was more elaborate. What happened was that the full situation happened literally when nothing happened. You were just yelling for 2 years, and you got dead, Lily, and you still want me to double imply. After not seeing myself in the stadium, knowing that this shit is a delicacy, it pissed me off. All those colors in the anime, blue big, red is big at the stadium, and getting absolutely nothing. I'm like, fuck you. I just got up in Windbreaker, by the way, and it turned out to be gay, because as soon as I turned 30, literally, the game started working again. I understood what it was, but the whole time I was double imply like a black man. Like at 29, I did everything for a lawyer. When I was playing basketball and got the most points. Whether or not this detail is scary is if I actually have a chance or not. So if you didn't know, recently on my Instagram, Lily, the voice actor of Omni, Lily, the yellow fucking shit for you, a sewer monkey hot before it's go. All the drip characters blossom for the Powerpuff Girls, Lily. The voice actor died as soon as I broke down Mexican like Jennifer Lee. One fucking tube, Lily wearing a straw hat, and I didn't care, Lily. I'm like, I fucked their song. Then I checked in with the maturity, like, Terry isn't this or anything, Lily. Didn't care, I worked hard, you gave me the opportunity to change. And I explained everything about Nas, including Mad World. I was above where everyone drew at me on the streets, and I was way above the studio. Then I double implied at the insane asylum. You have to do all this calculation, all this and that, just for a fucking yesy. And I got mad, I got outstandingly mad, and after a barking shit, it was done.